Gaming God Studios here, back with another video.
Here's Michael
I'm playing Madden with Jackson, of course, again.
From the city,
and he's
this is taking about 7 yards deep.
And he's also being cocky. Dang, that's sad. And he can hear everything I say because he's playing here, so I'm not playing an online game with him.
5-9.
Oh, this is the Pro Bowl stadium. Where's the Pro Bowl play at again? Wait, Jackson, do you know where the Pro Bowl is at?
On first down, Breeze.
Oh, he caught it.
That'll be complete to Cook. That one goes for 24 yards.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Yeah, I'll set the microphone here.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
He's not the best, and it may not be very consistent.
Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up second down.
Ready?
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 15 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves.
Hey guys!
Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
What are you doing?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
See, look, it's that camping land. Who the fuck has it?
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
What a hack! I got it the 35! What? That's a hack! That's a hack!
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He'll buy some time right. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
That was just savage. He was savage. Oh, I thought that was you.
To throw, Rivers.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
Complete, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They are happy to have Hunter Henry back after missing more than a month of the season. And when he came back, made his presence felt in the Sunday nighter Week 6, albeit in a losing effort. But he had 8 catches, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. Gordon happy to be back in the fold after reporting to the Chargers on September 26th. You know, the fan base is happy to have Melvin Gordon back as well. Week 5, his first game back, 12 carries, 31 yards. And he certainly figures to be the bell cow in that back. And Williams is in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 48 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain there of 30 big ones. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Breeze. He shakes him off. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Rivers to throw it. Finding Green complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the set. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now Breeze.
So, Brandon,
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. First down, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
And I'm telling you, subscribe.
From 10 yards
Basketball
out. And the
Steelers!
Chargers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way in the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Why I want him to subscribe.
And he gets in.
Why not?
No one was expecting
The question is,
there,
why not?
Add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Football going back to the Saints here. You know, we touched on Drew Brees returning for Teddy Bridgewater in Week 8. And now the Saints at 7-1 for a second straight year. And I don't care who's at quarterback right now. Either one of those guys seems to be able to operate this offense, Charles. But with Brees doing it going forward, you got to feel really good about the New Orleans Saints.
Especially the way that he came back. So impressive. And the next 4 games after their open week in Week 9, all in the division. This is where we're going to really find out about things with them. Home against Atlanta, at Tampa Bay, home for Carolina, then they go to Atlanta on Thanksgiving night. I think it looks favorable for them. But how about the organization of the Saints, head coach Sean Payton saying, you know something? Paying big money for a backup quarterback could prove valuable. It worked out for the Eagles. They won.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rashad Jenkins picks it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. So we have reached. And, okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come on 1st and 10 at the 40. Sliding out of the pocket. They will find Davis. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Check 380. Check 53.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. Little too quick on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, LA! Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And some space here. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards as his guys are back within a single score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So he took that one at the 6, returned it all the way to the end zone. An electric return it was, 94 yards to the house. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken very short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. On 2nd down, Eckler.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on 1st down, Rivers on the run. He'll let this go deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Von Bell. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now on 2nd and 16, Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 85 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. Fourth quarter.
Hey, wait, I just need to do something. You hacking?
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Rerun.
4th down, Rivers steps away. He may try and run for... Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The Chargers' 15-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. He's back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. To throw is Breeze. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater
There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And he cuts it left and now room to move. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there by Gordon, 72 yards. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner.
End of the people right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very...
What one? The touchdown?
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit you throwing on the cash shows. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit you sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though.
I knew they had a strong running game.
Putting numbers on the board, like we keep a score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, 4 points of guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like we keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, 1 point.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019
The
NFL
King
Pro
has
Bowl
took
from
it
right
over the
here
game,
in Orlando,
and we're
Florida.
gonna win this, right? Yeah.
Coming up.
The best player.
All right,
possible.
Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Depth chart. Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's fast. Russell Wilson's he's 86 speed. And he's not even a bad quarterback. I think you have to have booze for this one play.
Touch, Mulaney. Check 55. Come to my work. We won. Come to my work.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving.
I want to see if I have any faster linebackers. No, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Sean Watson, Brett Coon. No, I'm kidding. James Conner. No, don't put on James Conner. What? He's an 83. This is an outrage. Why wouldn't you make him in? Eric Ebron. Whoever. Okay, this is Hopkins, Hill, Keenan Allen, Smith-Schuster, Brady, and Brown. Put a Brown in. Put Brown instead of Brown. Oh, 99 speed. Never mind.
Moving from there because the...
Julio Jones. Michael Thomas. Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz. Zach it hurts. What the fudge? How you doing? Punt return. No. Kick return, punt return. That's what I want to do. Tariq Cohen. Why'd you leave? Sorry. 92 speed.
Confidence elevates.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill.
That was just a lucky throw.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines They're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score, going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Caught by Jones. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown! Julio Jones taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game, and of course we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know though that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about,
oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for two, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 6-0 our score after 1. The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Now it's Wilson. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley, 42 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, the defenders hate it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
That's fielded in the end zone. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision. Right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Gurley, 84 yards. The ultimate speedster showing that speed in front of his home crowd. They love it. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards for Patrick Mahomes. What a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm looking.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Rosas puts this one through.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's what we want right there, CD. It's the Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1.
Carter ain't going nowhere, bro.
Patrick Mahomes in the AFC ready to go on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Kyle Fuller of the Bears up to make the tackle. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last three being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Mahomes now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now it's Mahomes again, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Tempo.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. He was brought down by Xavier Howard of Miami.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score NFC 21, AFC 12.
What?
Watching you cry. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the pre.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. fighting through, and he's got space. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown! Todd Gurley, 76 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Check, 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 check.
Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them, and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gordon on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in
and this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check three, check three, check.
Hey, red line.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Check 55, hey, come on now.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake, and he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the fourth.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game that, as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. One final try from Mahomes. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The AFC offense making their way back out. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, he was so good throwing the football on third down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's third down. He finds a way to convert.
That's a gain of 14. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. They come out here in the eye. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Mahomes takes it himself.
Go back. Just go into it.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
Keep going. Is it in there? No. Bye, tubers! Just to say, I wasn't trying.